What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Hasbro Zord Ascension Project Mighty Mmpr Dino Megazord MZ0101 or DD. It's sort of roped into the Power Rangers Lightning collection, even though it doesn't scale with any of those things, so I don't know why they're bothering. I hate when they, not they in particular, but any company does that. They just rope other things into popular lines. I don't like it. Anywho, this is a combining Megazord from Hasbro, and it's sort of like a little bit of a, I'm not gonna say higher end because I've already had a look at this, but it's supposed to be like a higher end type of deal. At least with the packaging, they're making it a little bit higher end. It is very, very, very nice packaging. There's no doubt about that. As you can see here, it looks really nicely designed. Some nice work went into putting this together. There's no doubt about it. And this is, I got mine at Darkside Toys, and it did come a little beat up. I'm gonna say that. I'm a little disappointed in that, but you know, it has a slipcase here, which is the part that's a little beat up. You know, I'm guessing that's gonna happen. It's really, really nice. It does have a QR code if you want to scan it, but I don't feel like showing. Here's some art that looks really nice as well. This is what the back looks like. Just the big Zordon Z, and you know, the Zords that we already saw. So if you want me to open this and show you the inside, I can do so too. So that's what it looks like on the inside, which is pretty cool. See all that, all the coins. And then you would just, you know, take these off, and your Zords and accessories and whatnot would be in there. So, you know, you just, they come wrapped up. This is what they do now at Hasbro. They wrap things up, which is fine. Which is fine. I think there's some wrapping in here with stuff that I need to take out, but I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere in here. Anywho, that is what that looks like. Which is fine. It's nice packaging, there's no doubt about it. But is everything else fine? Let's do the review and find out. And here's the Zap Megazord all out of the package and all combined. Spoilers, that's what it looks like, all combined. That's right, we're starting from combined. I'm going to work our way backwards, but first, let's see what the Megazord comes with. And he comes with the Rangers. That's right. Little mini Rangers, all made according to color. So it's nice and easy. You got the black, the blue, the pink, the yellow, and the red. And the details are kind of non-existent on there. There's a little bit. But, yeah, you know, they're all striking a pose, and it's kind of cute. You can put them in front of their Zords or all over the Megazord, whatever you want to do with them. Yeah, these will go back in the box for me, of course. Zap also comes with some hands. That's right, you get some outstretched hands here, and they look pretty good, I gotta say. I think it's very, very, very nice. Really good sculpt, just done in black, but nice sculpt. And here's old Zap with the hand. Looking pretty good. You definitely have to heat these guys up. The holes are a little bit too small right out of the package for the pegs here, which is kind of a ball joint there. So definitely had to heat that up to get it to stay. But, you know, it looks good. I do honestly like this look as opposed to having the shield in hand. Well, let's talk about that shield, shall we? The Mastodon head. Yes, it's a shield. You could hold it from there. I think we'll look at the Mastodon more in full shortly, but that's what the back of his head looks like. There is molded detail there. So this is the part I wanted to show you. So, yeah, it is what it is. And, of course, we get the big Megazord Power Sword, and it is very, very shiny. Nice chrome silver and gold. That's right. with a nice ornamental design there, and it looks pretty good, I have to say. Not bad at all. There's a little bit of scratching there. I don't know if that's from just being around here or what. But handle, the hilt here is done in black. It's just painted black, and as you can see, I got some scratches already just by putting it in his hand. So that's a bummer. Of course, you know, I'll cover that when it's in his hand. But yeah, I mean, this doesn't come out or anything, so you gotta force it in there. Again, heat it up probably is best way to go. But I did that originally, and I still got some scratches coming out of there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing on my desk here, and don't necessarily see any in his hand. But the sword is really awesome, that is for sure. So what kind of articulation does this guy have in this mode? This is one of the things Hasbro boasted was his articulation. So let's just see if it lives up to it. His head, let's move it up here a little bit, shall we? Moves around like so. It's not bad, it's not bad. You do have a waist swivel. That's pretty good. There's nothing at the chest because it's got all kinds of stuff there, but the waist moves alright. You got a hinge here at the shoulder, and ratcheted going outwards. These things move. You have a bicep swivel. You have this that happens to me a bit. Unclips a bit. Hinge at the elbow, right? Swivel at the wrist because it's on that ball joint. The legs do have an outward motion, but you're only getting about that far before you stop by the side skirts here. But as you can hear, it is ratcheted. Now, going forward, can go forward, and you can't really go back. And then you have a swivel there. And then the knee does have a bend. As you saw, it goes this way too, because this does not lock. And that whole thing fell off. Is this going to be one of those reviews? I don't know. I hadn't really figured that out. There is things about this. It is obviously annoying. But, anywho, you have a swivel there. Did I say that? Because I got lost there. So yeah, this is bother number one. It does give it a very awkward feel. Then the footsie moves, the head, and you do have a ankle rocker there, quote unquote. This you get in the ankle rocker at the head. The bottom part does move a little bit, but you know, could be better. So, that is the articulation on Zap Megazord here. It's, you know, it's okay. I know they were boasting it, but it's just okay. Alright, so let's take a look at this guy in full, shall we? Because he's interesting. Legs are pretty good. You know, they do look the part. I do like them. I like the saber tooth side here with the silvers. I do want to look at these guys more. As this is the problem of doing this backwards, because I do want to look at them more as their individual animals. But as far as, you know, the full look, I think the legs work. You know what I'm saying? I like how the middle parts here look. I like, you know, the quote-unquote knees. They are looking pretty cool. That's clear plastic there. Which is cool with Sculpt behind it. Can't really see much there, but there you see circuitry and stuff, which is cool. Like I said, I like the legs here. Very nice there, very nice there. As you can see, you get the paint. Get the paint here on the Triceratops head, which looks pretty good. And then you do get these pieces down here, which are part of the Mastodon, and that's pretty cool. I do dig that. I think that's awesome. You get molded detail in the back here, of course, but then you get all this junk in the trunk. You know, you get, you know, all of this here, the legs of the Triceratops and the tail, not Triceratops, the T-Rex and the tail. So, you know, that's all done as, I mean, they tried to make it tidy, but it's not, and I just don't like how this shapes up here, you know? They do come apart, and it just, you know, hurts the stability of this thing. And you get up here, you have the guns, which look pretty cool-ish. You know, it is what it is. Mastodon feet with guns on it. But these do flip upwards, though it's very, very tight, and I couldn't figure out if you actually could do it at first, but that's what that looks like. Yeah. The front of this guy that keeps popping off does look alright. You know, I like this. It's kind of chainmail type of deal that they do. They did it with the smaller Megazord, and it's okay. It's okay. Then you got this stuff here that's painted fine. Silver looks fine. The blues, the yellows, they're all okay. Down here is okay. The connections here, black and silver, they're okay. Fist hands are fine. The arms here, yellow, white, red, fine. A little bit of silver there. These I really like. That looks really good. I love the clear plastic here. I think that looks fantastic on both sides. Excellent. You do get some nice molded detail along the side here, so that's not bad. And you get some painted detail in there, which is cool. That's pretty good. So, yeah, you get some detail up top. You get some detail up top. And the head sculpt. Now, one of the problems I'm having is this side is having a hard time staying in. But right now, it's not so bad. But I see how this side goes in a little further, you know? Was I on camera? This guy, it's alright. The ears here aren't bad. Top part isn't bad. The white looks good. The gold eyes looks pretty good. The silver faceplate looks good. Yes, silver and gold, whatever. Kind of annoyed right now with this guy. The whole helmet isn't bad. Oh gosh. But, man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's not bad. It's definitely not $160 good, though. I'll say that. No. There should be some locking mechanism here. And maybe I'm missing it, but there's nothing there. All of that is flat, man. And here, it doesn't lock, and it doesn't lock there, and that's a big deal. Like, how hard would it have been to put in a clip there? And that, speaking of clips, this keeps popping out. That is obnoxious. I mean, look. I honestly don't know what Hasbro was trying to do here. Like, who's the audience here? Is it bigger collectors? Is it collectors that like to get the higher end stuff like Soul of Chogokin? Because as much as I hate the Soul of Chogokin, that one, you know, that one has issues. However, like, at least it felt like it knew what it was doing. You know, like the Legacy. The Bandai Legacy Collection one was, you know, simple and it worked. Here, I just feel like there's some things that were done that, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think you know, there's paint on this guy, that's for sure. There's paint on this, but there's things that should have been better. Oh, I like these hip skirts, by the way, or the side skirts, whatever. These things here, they look good. Yeah, it's not a bad looking Megazord, but there's problems here. There's obvious problems here, and you know, that's a big bummer to me. That's a big bummer to me because nobody should have to spend that kind of money for this. This is the same price as the Transformers Titans figures, And I don't feel like those... I feel like those are worth the money, and maybe more. You know? Don't get any ideas, Hasbro. But this is on the same level as those? Nah, it's really not, guys. It really isn't. For your size comparison, here is the Zap Megazord with the Soul of Chogokin and the Legacy Black and Gold, because honestly, the Legacy Black and Gold is the only one I ended up ever getting. Just sort of, you know, never picked up the regular one. Saw it a million times and just never pulled the trigger, and I regret that, obviously. But I love my Black and Gold Legacy. It's just beautiful. The Solid Chogokin is big, it's boxy, but man, it does have a lot of issues as well. So Zap has size. Zap has size, right? You know, that is in its favor. Zap has some size, but you know what? That's how they size. I'm not saying anything more. I'm debating doing a like a comparison video, but it'll probably just be between those, because, you know, this is Black and Gold. So let me know if you want to see that. I know my Dragon Zord Legacy versus Soul of Chogokin was very, very popular from a while ago, so this might be worthwhile doing. Let me know down below. But guys, let me tell you, this guy's the best of the three anyway. And for some other size comparisons, here is the Megazord with a few other Megazords you might have in your collection. So with that all said and done, oh, Megazord, we're gonna deconstruct this guy. We're gonna reverse gut tie him, but we're gonna make a quick stop first in good old battle tank mode. But first up, before we do that, we're gonna look at the Pterodactyl, because it wants to just come out, doesn't it? Here is the Pterodactyl in flight mode. There's the head. Pink looks pretty good. Red eyes. You get some pink detail in the inside with the white, which looks pretty good. The silver wings aren't bad. This part can move like so. I do have a scratch there, I just noticed. See that right there? Then you want to take out the guns here. And you can give Pterodactyl some feeties. Some blaster feeties here, if you want to do that. Yep, you can do that. So next, you want to unclip this here. Oh, there we go. That's a tough clip. And clip the tail back on. And then, as you're seeing, since you want to go that way anyway, you have that. You take that. Well, you're going to want to remove these. Put down the heads. Like so. So you have that going on. And then we can change the camera angle. Do that. These are going to come out. They don't need to come out, but that one did. Just make sure you go the right way and they won't come out. So then we're gonna need the guns. Sorry, Pterodactyl. We need, you know, we need the guns here. Like so. You're gonna want to open this up. And then you're gonna do that. We're gonna need to pull up the T-Rex head here. Like that. Close that back up. Grab this. Close. Well, somehow. Oh, I hate this mode. Oh, I hate this figure. You know what? It might be better if you open it and then do it. Okay, so there's that. And then you could close up the wings here, and then you got these two little clips here that you're gonna want to clip into these little slots there. Oh, of course, stay down. Tail, stay down. That goes there, and that goes there. And there, for better or worse, is the battle tank mode. And I absolutely hate this thing. I hate the battle tank mode. I think it's so dumb. It never looked good to me. It just looks like a big mess. I always question why they even bothered getting in this mode. Nothing here looks good. It just doesn't. None of these ever do. There is no battle tank mode that I've ever messed with that looked good. It just looks like one big old mess, and this is no different here. The one thing I will say is it stays better like this than the Megazord, because it's just, I don't know, it's not standing upright. But that Pterodactyl cannot get on very well, and it's just very annoying. It's just, yeah, you don't have to do much to get this out of there, but yeah, if you like it, you like it. I don't like it, and there you go. Okay, so we've looked at the Pterodactyl. We looked at the battle tank mode. Let's start getting this guy apart, and we'll look at the rest of the individual pieces. Now, these things are in so tight, and there's no like release mechanism there, so you're just gonna have to pull these things apart. And pretty much all you got to do here is do that. And then you got your Triceratops tail. Looks nice. The guns rotate, which is nice. Done in silver. Really nice detail there. Molded detail in there. Looks pretty good. You know, the head can move like so. There, which is nice. I do like it. I think the mouth opens. I think. Yeah, the mouth opens, which is a nice touch. The eyes look pretty decent. The horns look pretty good. They do not come out and reveal chains like the Soul Chogokin does. As you can see here, up the middle on that, seam, it's not good looking. But the yellow paint is fine. The white paint is okay. A little messy there. You got detail here and there. Black detail there. This gets messy on this side though, but I do like the design. These should have rolled. They should have made them like rubber tank threads. They didn't. Little feeties up front here look fine. That's pretty cool. It's a tank. It should roll like a tank. It has no rolling capabilities. You get molded detail there though, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. Spared you getting this guy out of the leg there. Oh boy. You got feet there, feet there. You have feet here, you got feet here. Then you got a tail, of course. There. Tail detail is decent. Done in silver. Molded detail in there is okay. The detail on the side is fine. Painted fine enough. Silver looks good there. Paint on that side looks good. You got the wheel here. Paint here looks pretty decent. Details there are pretty good. They are hollow on the inside. There should not be any hollowness like that in a toy that's this price. I'm gonna say it because it's true, guys. Don't do that. Wheels. It all looks decent enough. As you can see, the articulation is, minimal, but, it has some. It has some. Has some enough. The mouth opens pretty wide. Teeth look pretty good. Oh, you want to do that. Those look pretty decent, or actually, you want to do that. The nose looks pretty good. The eyes look pretty good. That looks pretty decent. Ears have paint in it, so nice molded detail on the sides there. It's not a bad Sabertooth. It's not. Back to this mess here. You wanna get that out of there. Open that. Take off his jacket there. And then I always forget how to put this guy back together. Alright, so you do want to close that if I remember correctly. And then, I don't know why I always have a problem with the Mastodon. I always forget. Make sure everything's aligned correctly. That down, that down. Those do that. And then you need the head. And I'll form the head. Attach it there, attach it there, attach it there. And you're missing a hand in here, but that's the Mastodon. And it looks alright. The details on the side look pretty good. Might not be aligned quite perfectly, but a lot of nice details on the side. I do like it. See, on this side you get just the painted version and not the clear version that's saved for the Megazord. Which I do like that detail, you know. The little legs are painted fine. Not painted, molded fine. Nice molded detail on the bottom. You know, that side looking pretty decent. The head sculpt on this is pretty nice. This moves, which is cool. These move a little bit. Which is cool. So, I do like the head. Mastodon M looks pretty good in green. The eyes look pretty good in green. Those sides here on the ears look really nice. So, I do dig this. I think Mastodon is pretty decent. Not much articulation besides the head, but it's pretty decent. And finally, we got the discombobulated Dragonzord here. Dragonzord? T-Rex Zord, which, you know, it's not too far off from what it's supposed to be. That's cool. That's good. I do like that. That's a nice piece of engineering there. Good idea. Not so bad. And that is going to attach to his Karajiji. And then the tail comes out. Just want to do that a little bit. And do that. And that's basically it for this guy. Like that. It could be better. I mean, I love the T-Rex Zord, but yeah, this guy, he's very skinny, and yet he's not getting much out of these arms, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, it does. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, they're tight on mine, but they do articulate, I guess. There you go. Alright, so you do have elbow articulation. I stand corrected, which is pretty decent. That's necessary. I wish his arms were bigger, you know, because in the show it's just bigger and better. Obviously this guy has the most articulation of them all, because he's got the legs, you know, and he's got the knees, which is kind of double jointed, and the foot just has a hinge. You saw the arms. The mouth does open. Eyes in the mouth. But they do open. So that's not bad. Alright, that's not bad. I feel like this should go down a little further. That's fine. Head sculpt is pretty good. I do like the head sculpt. Blue eyes, top of the head, looks decent. The mouth looks decent. The teeth, side there looks pretty good. The chest is pretty nice. You know, we've seen it pop out a bunch in this video, but I do like it. Yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, we saw the sides here. Green belt. Feet look pretty good, now that they're not stuck in there. And I think the tail is pretty nice. So, you know, I have a soft spot for the T-Rex Zord. Is this the best T-Rex Zord? No. But it's not totally terrible, I guess. And here are all the Zords together, and you know what? They're not bad. There's part of me that kind of just wants to keep him this way. I'm not even joking. I don't think they look that bad. I don't know. I'd probably keep him as the Megazord, but I don't hate it. I do want a set of figures of, you know, the Zords to keep as Zords, you know, so, and, you know, not just like regular action figures, but like, you know, one of these combining ones. So this might be the one I do it with. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm thinking about it. But one last thing here. These guys have a cool little feature here. Little cockpits. So let's zoom in. There is a pink Ranger in there. That's pretty slick. And then, get your nail in there. You have the yellow Ranger in there. And then for the blue Ranger, you want to lift up the horn to reveal the blue Ranger in there. A little hard to see, but he's in there. And then Mastodon, you got to go up here, I believe. Or... not easy. Oh, but while we have him here, I did forget to put on these. So hey, look, there's a thing to do here. Put that in there. I might not have put in them the right way, but good enough. There we go. That's nice. Can we get this? Mastodon, I do like it. You see, it's starting to open. I am scratching this up, so I don't care about that. And then the T-Rex Zord. There you go. They should not have had any of that be on paint. That was really a bummer, because I did scratch up the white. So, there you go. Little gimmick there for you. I think it is cute. And for your size comparison in this mode, here are the two Soul of Chogokin figures with the Megazord and the Dragozord. And the Dragozord, I actually really like the size comparison here with them. I think that looks pretty good, don't you think? And here's how they all size with their little Ranger figurines. And my final thoughts, man, this was almost there. It really was. The sculpt is actually really, really nice. There's a lot of great molded detail here. And I think the proportions are really cool. It's very, very heroic. It's very comic booky, let's say that, in design. It's not like the show design at all. And that's fine. And I think it works for this. It really looks good. And that is a great thing. I think that sword is awesome. It feels premium there. But there's parts of this that are obviously not premium, and that is a bother. But more importantly, the playability of this thing is the, you know, the worst part of this. Because I'm having issues that are making it not enjoyable. You know, like the chest falling out is a very big annoyance. It just bothers me so much that keeps popping out. Those tolerances needed to be better there and needed to be able to clip in better. It's a bummer. It's a bummer because I do think this looks cool. And then the knees are another area where I just needed it to be able to lock better so it doesn't flop forward. You know, like every Megazord I've dealt with has had some problems of some sort. They just cannot get this thing right in combo form. And you know what? That says a lot about all combinations of things. You know, there's always going to be some issues here and there, but for some reason the Megazord has had worse problems than others. Soul of Chogokin, honestly, is a mess. And I'll probably say I think overall I do enjoy this one more than that. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know how I'll feel about this one. Will it grow on me more? Will it, you know, make me even more frustrated? I don't know. Maybe you'll see it on the tops of the year. Who knows how I'll feel by the end of the year as I play around with it even more. Individually, the Zords are kind of cool. You know, there's some hollowness in the Sabertooth. There's some paint issues in the Triceratops. The Mastodon is pretty cool, except I can't open the little cockpit. Which led to some scratching, which, you know, annoyed me. The Pterodactyl isn't great, obviously. But the Tyrannosaurus is pretty good. I do like it. That kind of grew on me pretty quickly, that one. So, I'm a fan of the T-Rex swords, though. But, yeah, overall, it's a mixed bag, guys. It really is. And I really can't say anything further than that right now. The transformation, the combination, the gatai is fine, you know, so that's cool, but I don't know. I'm on the fence, guys. I really am. You take this as you will. Hope you dug this review overall. It is a long one, and I do appreciate anybody that stuck through it to get my opinion on this. But the biggest issues are issues, and for 160 bucks, I wish they weren't there, because, I mean, I gotta compare this to the Transformers Titan class figures, and I just feel like, even though those aren't perfect either, you get your money's worth just by the sheer size of them, and this doesn't even have that. So to say that this is that price point too is just very tough. So, you know, price plays a big factor when you have enjoyment issues and other issues. So there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.